this module for a few days, the control and signal router from Studio H Software. That's Doug Cloder, and I'm falling in love with it. The top section, you can mix, match, and blend audio signals. 7 signals in and 5 separate destinations out. The bottom section is control voltage, mixing, blending, mixing, and matching. And that's 7 CVs in and 5 individual CV outs. As I've always said, you're only as expressive as your control voltage, and this really ups the ante. So I'm going to take a look at just the control voltage section and do something simple. Some of you may have seen on my Instagram or YouTube recently my sort of fun and games doing really wacky, complex things with it. But I'd like to take this moment and just start from the ground up and look at CV routing, mixing, blending. For this little demo, as I say, I've been posting wacky things. It's probably hard to follow, but hopefully this will be a little easier. I'm only going to use 4 different control voltages, A, B, C, and D. A is the sequence coming from a 250. B, C, and D are different lengths of envelopes coming from the 281. Right now I've got just the modulation oscillator from a 259, and it's in mute, so it's just pumping out a single pitch. And when I'm going to just pull that up and stop talking and just show you how you can hear the difference of all these different control voltages one at a time, and then I'll be back. Okay, so these are all just in this column. Output 3 is going to pitch on the modulation oscillator, and that's how those 4 different CVs affected pitch. Of course, we can mix and match and blend them, which is what I'm doing over on the principal oscillator side. The only one that's out-jogged is the slower envelope, which is just going to warp on the 295E principal. And so that whole thing sounds like this. And that's just the principal oscillator with the 250 driving it. And now all together. Okay, not necessarily an inspired sequence, but hopefully it lets you know what's going on there, because the next move is way too much fun. So I think I'll just keeping it simple. I'm going to select these 1, 2, 5 nodes. So shift, select. Yep, they're all blinking. So now when I hit randomize, it will randomize the range of voltages it's sending to all these different parameters. And sometimes it will mute, it will be 0 volts. So we'll get a lot of different patterns, accents, and sonic explorations out of just
this patch here.
And of course, with a slightly more complex patch, the randomizations become more dramatic. I should mention that all the presets you create can be memorized by the preset manager, which is really helpful in the case of this module. Hope this helps you get a start on it. Thanks for listening.